Hello and welcome. My name is Shauna Epps. I am the owner of ShineYourHeart Studio here in downtown Long Beach in the East Village Arts District. And welcome to the Taste of Downtown. I'm honored to be a part of this virtual series that we're doing during our COVID lockdown, and also to have an opportunity to talk to you guys about what I do here. So if you're unfamiliar with my brand and you don't follow me on social media, this will be all brand new for you, and I'm pretty excited. So for those of you who do follow me, you kind of have seen some of this stuff that I've been doing, and so today will be kind of a deep dive into the process for the marbling fabrics. So what you see behind me is a recent completion of a piece of cotton tulle fabric that I hand painted. So the time lapse of the creation of this is up on my Instagram and Facebook at Always Shine Your Heart, if you'd like to see that. And I have many more big pieces of fabric like this that I have hand painted and also have marbled, which we will be seeing later on during the studio tour, and I'll show you kind of what is the difference between the hand painted and the marbling. So what you see in front of you is this is called a sizing, and it's the bath. So we'll call it a bath for the sake of this interaction today. But it's quite involved in marbling a piece of fabric. What we're using today is going to be a 100% polyester, which I have found after much testing that the polyester, even a cotton poly, something with a little bit more poly in it, actually holds on to the vibrancy of the acrylic. So this sizing, or this bath, is treated with methocell, which is a thickener which creates viscosity in the water, so that the acrylic paints that I use, which are also treated, float on top of the water. And that makes it very easy to dip a piece of fabric in, lift it out, and then it just adheres to the fabric. The fabric has been pre-treated with aluminum sulfate, which is a chemical that helps, kind of creates like magnets that sit on the fabric fibers. And so when the acrylics touch the fabric fibers, they're sort of like magnetized to that. And then the paints are treated with a product that makes the acrylics feel really soft, and also is heat pressed. So once it is permanent on the fabric before the heat pressing, but the heat pressing gives it an additional layer of permanency and protection. So I'm going to show you guys from beginning to end how this is done, and so let's get started. So first things first, I'm going to use the same color palette that I used in this, and this was on purpose because I've got all the paints already mixed, and I wanted to see what the marbling of this particular colorway would look like. Typically I use anywhere between 5 and 6 colors, sometimes less, but never really a whole lot more, because it starts to get a little kind of crazy. And I appreciate color, very vibrant, bright colors. I appreciate color, so a lot of the things that I design and dye and paint are going to be in that color palette. So what I'm doing is laying a foundation layer, and this to me, it's not really necessary, but I like to do it because it kind of creates like a foundation for the colors to work against. So if you can see, once it hits the surface, it spreads. And so that's why I kind of like to do the foundation. I don't do this for every bath, but I'm going to do this for it today. So basically I just drop the colors. I drop a couple drops in one spot, and that makes it more opaque in that area. And this whole process is just layering. It's layering the colors on top of each other. So I'm gonna keep going, and I'll catch up with you guys shortly. What we have here are stones, and then what I'm gonna do is take this stick and rake it gently, and that will create this sort of wavy marbling pattern, and that's where we get the marbling aspect from. Now we're gonna rinse it. I'll be back. This is the fabric that we ended up with after it is fully dried, cured. This is the one that we dyed together, and it just came out so beautifully. It's stunning. I cannot wait to make something with it. So next up, I will give you guys a tour of the studio and lay out all the fabrics that I have on hand and show you what I've got in inventory and tell you a little bit about my workspace. So see you soon. Hey guys, welcome back. Wanted to give you a quick tour of the Shine Your Heart showroom and the production studio where all of the magic happens. So let's go. So welcome to the Shine Your Heart showroom. This is where we house all of the product that we create. So together, also fabrics that I've dyed and painted, as well as fabrics, designer fabrics that I've purchased that are available for purchase from my website. Not all of them are listed up there, but many of them are. The bags that you've seen me post recently as our collection grows, I'm pretty excited to be doing those and offering those on a pre-order. This one will also be going up on a pre-order, and I have a smaller version of this one coming this week. So I'm pretty excited about that. The other side over here, we've got branded hats and then bags and yoga mat bags that we've created, little place for checkout. So we do offer shopping, one-on-one private shopping by appointment. So if you would like to come in, you just have to email me or DM me on social media and ask for a time, and then there's a small deposit to hold your space. That money is put towards your overall purchase when you are done. And if you don't find anything that you would like to purchase, then we can refund that back to you as you depart. So I will be showing you shortly all of these fabrics that I've created. I will lay them out on the table. I already have a few over here, so you can kind of see in detail what they look like. Of course, we have little Toki Man holding it down in here. This is where all of the production is. So we've got the Juki heavy duty professional industrial machine that just plows through the tons of layers that you need it to plow through when you're making really beautiful vinyl pieces. So this is where most of the work gets done. And then for things like zippers and liners and things like that, I come over here to my Singer, and then I have an overlock machine for serging. So, and then over here is where most of the production takes place, where if you've seen me on social media, where I do a lot of cutting over here, I do a lot of, I cut the patterns, I cut the fabric and things like that. And I absolutely love this space. You can see I've got my little equipment ready to go. And in just a moment, I'll go through some of these fabrics so you can kind of see what we have in inventory on hand. And then in here, this is where my little office space is for marketing and social media. I have a little cutter over here and a heat press for those things that I do in-house, smaller jobs and kind of one-off jobs, if you will. And then here, finally, is where I paint the huge pieces of fabric. I just hang them up on the wall there. And then these are the dye baths that I use to do the marbling. So the one that you saw me using last night is this one. This is a 30-30, and I love this size. I think, if you were purchasing fabric from me
at this size, I think that would be enough to do a couple of bags, or maybe if you were a bag maker, you could then purchase one at that size and make like a small little wallet or a little zipper pouch to go with it. And that just gives your brand a little bit more value in that you're offering really special sort of one-off pieces of fabric. And I dye those in this smaller one. These bigger pieces that I do in here are closer to like 1.5 yards. So it's like 42 by 52-ish is the dimension for this one. So you get a little bit more yardage on that one, about 1.5 yards. So hopefully in the future, I will get a larger dye bath that I can use. For now, this one's an 8-gallon and that one's a 4-gallon. So they're pretty good. I can also do custom pieces or custom colorways if you're looking for something very specific for a project that you're working on. Just DM me or email me and let me know. And then, yeah, so from back here, from where I sit daily, this is our view. We do artist collaborations and they kind of work over here in this area. And I absolutely love it. So now I'm going to show you some fabrics. Let's go over here. We'll take a look at some of these fabrics. Let me get my equipment set up and I'll be right back. Today. Thank you so much for being here with us, taking a tour of our studio and showroom, and looking at all the fabrics that we create for you guys week in and week out. We pour our hearts into these projects and into these, you know, into the stuff that we're creating, and we're so grateful when you support our small business and invest in what it is that we're doing. That is so heartwarming. So if you'd like to reach us, the website is always.ShineYourHeart.com. Don't forget to take advantage of the coupon that we have created specific for the Taste of Downtown viewers. If you want to reach us to schedule a time to come in and shop solo, or with, you know, bring someone with you, the email is love@alwaysShineYourHeart.com. You can always reach us on all of our social media channels at Always Shine Your Heart. My name is Shauna Epps, and I've been honored to be a part of the Taste of Downtown with you guys, and to be a part of Long Beach and the East Village Arts District, and growing our city and growing my brand. So support small business, continue to share this video, share the idea, share anything that you come across, and that is one way that you can support small business without spending a dollar. Like, share, subscribe, whatever that is. Those things have a lot of meaning. They mean a lot for helping us grow our audience. So please support small business, and we'll see you the next time. Much love.